You know, we are the moms for social justice. So my 8-month-old is here, and if we hear loud baby squawks and squeals, it is what it is. Moms for Social Justice started 5 years ago in my living room.
Did? I was there.
You were. We were just 4 moms, you know, watching what was going on in the nation at the time, which is this growing social and racial unrest, you know, and this refusal to have tough conversations around reconciliation and healing. And I feel like that was the moment that we really had to, you know, sit together and ask ourselves 20 years from now, when our kids ask us what we were doing in this really pivotal moment in our nation's history, this moment of reckoning that we're still dealing with today, we didn't want to look at them and say nothing.
Right.
You know, we have really built this from the ground up and seen it spread, and it has just been a very exciting thing for us. We now have 6 chapters across the nation, everywhere from Alaska to Denver to right down the street in Knoxville, Tennessee. We have spent a lot of time in the last 5 years trying to figure out who we are as an organization and where we fit in the community activism space. And part of that for us has been connecting with and making, you know, real relationships with other wonderful organizations doing incredible work in our community and community leaders. You know, learning from them and amplifying their voices is a huge part of our mission and a big part of our heart. We've marched a lot these last 5 years. We've marched in solidarity with our community over systemic racism, over immigration rights, reproductive rights, students leading change, pride. We have hosted educational workshops on, you know, gun violence, on helping parents learn how to be supportive to their queer kids, on dismantling racism. You know, literacy is such a huge part of our hearts as parents and as an organization. So, you know, it only made sense for us to really, you know, take our first community service initiative and make it centered around literacy.
We've hosted several inclusive kids' story hours with different social justice themes all around, you know, town in different independent bookstores.
Yeah, and those, you know, went so well that it gave us this wild idea to host a huge literacy event. We'd spent so many hours volunteering in our public schools, particularly the ones that are historically underserved and under-resourced, and saw firsthand the lack of access to inclusive and diverse literature.
Manager, what do you think?
I like it.
It's important as well that kids have access to literature that's culturally relevant to the lives that they're leading, and that they can see their own lived experiences reflected in their literature choices. We worked with librarians and literacy advocates and teachers to build these really beautifully diverse age-relevant reading lists according to the grades we were going to be working in. Yeah. Lots of volunteers.
Lots of volunteers who spent a lot of weekends painting and putting up twinkle lights to make not only accessible reading spaces, but also inviting and beautiful. That was a big part of it. We've now installed just yesterday our 18th
classroom
library.
Yep. That's been a huge part of our heart as an organization, being able to see that project not only meet its initial goal, but to continue on, and we don't have any plans of stopping. So long as we have the funds to put the libraries in, that's what we'll do. If we're known as the moms who put books in the hands of kids, then
we'll have done our job.
We're okay with that.
MSJ means for me is that we can be women that come from different zip codes, different backgrounds, different beliefs, right? But what brought us together was this commonality of we want better for our kids. We want better for us as women. And that's what did it for me. Knowing that there was a movement, a mobilization of moms for social justice out there that was passionate about diversity, about inclusion, about education. So being a single mom of a intellectually disabled little boy, he is my why. He is my reason that I go hard and that I advocate so strongly for education and for public education and for choices and for women to stand up. What I've seen Moms for Social Justice do is wrap their arms around every issue that has been about lifting education to a higher level in Hamilton County and lifting diversity and inclusion in Hamilton County. And for that, I am so honored to be able to cross that bridge over and join hands with my sisters.
My name is Callie Barrett. I teach 3rd grade at Woodmore Elementary, so about 8 to 9-year-olds. And I found Chattanooga Moms for Social Justice right before my first year of teaching, which was the biggest sigh of relief for me because my library was old, not just in books, but also how it looked. And so I heard that there's a group of moms that were interested in getting books into classrooms, and I signed up. And I was really grateful to have you guys come to my classroom. They find something that they have found a love. They have created a connection with, whether it be an animal book or a book of a story that relates to their life. So when I've seen students connect with the books, it's made a huge difference for me as a teacher, helping them love to read. When I see students that are reading things that interest them and reading things that are helping them grow their minds or hear from other people or hear from other perspectives, I know our students are becoming lifelong learners.
You know, Moms for Social Justice, we've done all of these things, all of these projects and initiatives, but ultimately we're just moms. We're moms that firmly believe that kids deserve to be happy and healthy and live in safe environments and have access to quality public education. You know, when we come together around those common goals that we all feel as moms, and we can coalesce those efforts around those common shared interests as parents, then there's really nothing that we cannot accomplish in our community. And I think these last 5 years have been a really great testament of just how much we can do when we work together. And we say it all the time, but moms get shit done. And we've gotten a lot of shit done.
Yes, we have. And I'm proud to do it with you.
Same, friend.
I wasn't part of it, but that was good.